everybody. Andy has decided to put the camera almost on the roof. Yes, he's there. So I have my partner in crime with me tonight, and we are going to be doing some lovely pure stretch. Stretching and strengthening, and relaxing too. So we've just hopped on a couple of minutes early so that people can find this session and be ready and waiting for 7 o'clock. It's going to give me neck ache, this eye in the sky business. I might have to turn around. So, just while we're waiting for everyone to join us, make sure you've got the right equipment to hand. You need a mat, ball if you've got one, a band or a dressing gown belt, and that will help with your stretches later. We are going to be targeting the shoulders and back because lots of people have been doing lots of crouching over computer screens, or maybe gardening, so we're going to work into the back and shoulders, we're going to work our legs and bottoms, we're going to feel fantastic, and then we're going to finish with a lovely relaxation. Good evening, Mr. Finnegan. He's swapping sofas. Go on, go and swap sofas, that's it. Now I wonder who's with me. Let me have a look at the screen. Who is there? Belinda, fantastic. Hello Laura, good to see you. So that's fantastic. I can give you a little wave. It's a new thing that we can do. Excellent. So there's Belinda, and hopefully Tina's there too. Yeah, good, good, good. Right. We declared it Self-Care Wednesday today, so I've got painted toenails. I hope you've noticed. And Jenny's there. Hello Jenny, good to see you. We've come on early just so that we can be ready in time for a 7 o'clock start. And Andy's experimenting with the angle of the camera. This could be a first and last if you got... Hello Alison, good to see you. Good to see you. You've been busy in the garden. Great pictures. Great pictures. Yeah, so it was Self-Care Wednesday. In our health talk at 10 o'clock, look at my toes, we talked about how we can look after ourselves and painted my toenails. So I don't normally do that sort of thing, but I did today, so I'm very pleased with myself. Right, it's great that lots of people are joining us now, so that's fantastic. I think in just 1 minute's time, we're going to make a start. So get all your equipment ready. Make sure your enclosures are nice and comfortable and stretchy, and we are going to make a start. How does that sound? He's just back from his bike ride, so he needs a nice stretch. Right. Oh, Debbie's there. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you. It's the new camera angle. I'm not sure it's going to be repeated again. It's giving me neck ache already. But we thought it might give you a better view of what's going on. That was our strategy anyway. Now, when we're doing some side lying work, you will need a pillow. So Mr. Healy, if you grab your pillow, and I'll grab, because I have that pillow. So you will need a pillow ideally, because we're going to have the arms at shoulder height, so your head needs support. So that's another thing you can get for yourself. Get yourself a little pillow. Okay. Right, so a few waves to everyone, and then we're going to get cracking. Hello Pauline, good to see you. And good to see you, Debbie. That's lovely. See if I can scroll. There, Diane is there. That's brilliant. I'll give a little wave to Alison. Brilliant. So good to see you all. And we are going to make a start because it's now 7 o'clock. We thought we'd jump on board early. Right, so here we go. Make sure that your phones are on silent so that you're nice and undisturbed. Your area is nice and comfortable. You're not going to fall over anything, hit anything like the wall or the log basket. This is definitely going to give me neck ache. I've got to talk up there all night, haven't I?
Carry on.
What's he like? He isn't the one that's doing the talking. And just to remind you, this is not suitable for anyone who's pregnant because of that circulating relaxing, you can get damaged. So you mustn't do any stretching sessions like pure stretch if you're pregnant or just had a baby. Obviously work within your own personal pain-free range and just do what's comfortable. Now we are going to start with a sitting up warm-up, and then we're going to go down onto our mats. Okay, so our sitting up warm-up, we can be legs crossed or we can be legs straight out the front. Okay, so we're sitting up tall. We're going to relax the shoulders. That's it. Make sure all your stuff's out the way. That's brilliant. Okay, so we're sitting up tall. or legs straight out the front. We've just got a nice awareness of those core muscles. Round the middle, we've got that little belt on. We're sitting up tall, aren't we, Andy?
Yes.
And smiling. Lovely. Okay, so we are going to do alternate sweeps in front of us. So let's do that. So we're going to sweep forwards and round, and forwards and round, forwards and round, and forwards and round. Okay, 4 more. Breathe in at the top, breathe out as you sweep round. Keep your bottom firmly on the floor. Forwards and round. 2 more. Forwards and round. And 1 more. Excellent, well done. Okay, so this hand is on the floor. This hand stretches up. And we're just going to gently lean over to the side. Keep the bottom flat on the floor and lean over, keeping the arms strong. Okay, change arms, stretch up. And over we go. Brilliant. Okay, and roll those shoulders. Now we're going to change the legs if you're in cross legs. That's it. Sitting up nice and tall. And we are going to sweep the other way. So we're going to start with this side. So just sweep forwards and round. And swap sides. Forwards and round. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out. Sweep forwards and round. Good work. Keep going. Forwards and round. So 4 more. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Fantastic. Now, hand is here, stretch up. Is this the right arm here? Stretch up. And over we go. Bottom on the floor, stretching over. Up to the top. Swap sides and stretch over. Brilliant. Okay, 1 more set each side. Over we go. And stretch. The last one up. Over we go. Brilliant. And roll those shoulders. Excellent. Let's take the arms to the front. And all we'll do is just a little bow and arrow to add a bit of rotation and to warm up the shoulders. So this side, okay, you're going to take the elbow behind as you rotate round, look at the elbow, come back to the front. Other side. Rotate and return. Let's do that again. Rotate and return. Again. Rotate. So just 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Brilliant. Relax those arms and roll the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to go down to the mat now. That's it. Okay, so we're going to start warming up our feet, knees and hips from down here. So you could have a flat pillow if you wanted to. Aha! One I prepared earlier. That was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got the legs bent, feet flat on the floor. Bring the right knee in towards the chest and straighten the right leg up. So we're going to bend, take it forwards, hover the heel an inch off the floor, back in and straighten. Again, in and forward, in and straighten. Again, in and forwards and in and straighten. 3 more. So we're doing 6 in all. Keep these hips nice and still. That's it. And 1 more. And return that foot to the floor. Well done. Second side, draw the knee in. We're going to straighten. We're going to bend and take it forwards. Bring it in and straighten and bend. Brilliant. 4 more. Keep these hips nice and still. That's it. And the knee and the hip are thinking, oh, this is lovely, a bit of movement. Now you're hoping that somebody's counting. This is number 5. This is the last one. Well done. And then return that foot to the floor. Okay, so in the warm-up we keep everything nice and small. We're going to take the arms away from the body. Okay, really connect with these core muscles. Now you might want to have a gap between your feet and knees if you've got issues with your back. Otherwise, have them side by side. And we're just going to take the knees to the right and look to the left. Keep it small, shoulders glued to the floor. And we're going to pause. Head and knees gently back to centre and down the second side. Woo. Come on, Badstock. Brilliant. Head and knees back to the middle, down the first side. That's it. Head and knees to the middle and down the second side. Well done. Back to the middle. Okay, so we'll do our frog's legs. Bring one knee in, followed by the second one, hands behind the knees. And all we're going to do is we're going to draw the knees in and circle round. So we're going to do 6 circles in one direction. You can keep it smaller by keeping the feet together if you need to. 6, then pause and back the other way. Take them away and circle round. Brilliant. So this really warms up the hips nicely. And lower the feet down. Fantastic. So we're just going to do a little knee drop. Now I want the hips staying still. Okay, you can even put your hands on your hips to check they really are still. We are going to start with our left first so you can see what we're doing. The right hip is down and we're just going to lower that knee down. Okay, this is staying put. Bring it to the centre and now lower the other knee down to the side. Good. Back to the middle. Lower the first knee down. Keep this hip down and still. Back to the middle and down the second side. Excellent. Okay, so you can keep your feet on the floor if you want to, or you can take one leg to tabletop followed by the second. Now you're just going to do the knee lowering down with the other leg staying at tabletop. So we can take it down and we can bring it back. Swap legs. You can lower it down and bring it back up. Brilliant. Again, lower it down and back up. Lower it down. Keep the 90-degree bend on the knees and back up. One more set. I'm liking this. Take it down and back up. Slow it down a bit. Lower it down and back up. Fantastic. Lower those feet down. Okay, so bring the right knee in and straighten the right leg up. We're just going to do some circles with the foot. Back the other way. Those of you who came just a little bit after we started, I was saying it was Self-Care Wednesday. And one of the members at our chat this morning said about painting their toenails. So I've got the nail varnish out and I painted my toenails. So that's a nice thing to do. Try and make some time for yourself if you like that sort of thing. Okay, so we're pointing and flexing that foot, having circled it in both directions. Let's pop it down. Take the other one up and straighten. So we're going to circle the foot round. That's it. Back the other way. Lovely. We're going to point and flex. Point and flex. Brilliant. Okay, that's really good. And then lower that foot down. Brilliant. So what we're going to do now, we are going to lie on our side and do a lovely shoulder stretch. So this is when you need your pillow. Okay, so here's one I prepared earlier. So I'm going to lie on my side. Now, ideally, take your glasses off, I would think. This.
Come back this way a bit.
Which way?
You need to come back this way a bit to be visible.
I've got to take my arm over the back.
Yeah,
And take your eye out.
I'll move back a bit.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to sit with my knees in front of my hips and my ankles under my knees, okay? So we call this knees up Mother Brown. And we've got the arms out at 90 degrees to the body. This is why you need your pillow, all right? We want to keep the head and neck in line with the spine. There's going to be no movement in the hips and legs at all, okay? All we're going to do, we're going to really connect with these core muscles. Just gently take this arm over the top. So you're going over the top. Follow the thumb with your eyes and just go as far as you can go and still keep your hips still, okay? Pause. Really feel that lovely shoulder stretch. And slowly return over at shoulder height, okay? So really visualize these legs not moving an inch. Again, so you could breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly over the top. Pause, breathe in, and breathe out as you slowly return. Okay, good. Just 2 more times. Keep those hips still. Take it over the top. Now, it may well be that you might get to here, and that's fine. It all depends how mobile your shoulder is. Feel that lovely stretch here. And close that back up again. And we're going to do that one more time. Over the top. Pause when you got as far as you can go. Breathe in, breathe out. You might melt lower. Excellent. And slowly return back to here. Well done. Okay, so from this position, we are now going to go, we're going to gently push ourselves up to sitting, and we are going to do some work lying on our tummy. So Andy, we are going to turn around our mats now. Okay.
Yes, boss.
Okay, so this will be better, that's it. So what we're going to do, we'll start with a diamond press, and then we're going to do V into W, okay? So Andy's just going to demonstrate a diamond press. So that's when you make a diamond in front with your hands, your fingertips touch, you're relaxing your head and your shoulders down, lovely long body, really connect with those core muscles, breathe in. As you breathe out, just lift the head, neck and shoulders up, gently edge the elbows in, feel the little bit of stretch in your lower back, breathe in again, breathe out and lower down. So that's a lovely entry level lower back extension exercise, okay? And it's a level 1 because you've got the elbow to hand on the floor to support you as you come up. The head and neck is staying in line, so you're not lifting it too much. That's it. You're looking down to the mat. So Andy could carry on doing that one, okay? Now your level 2, you're going to do a VW. So if you can just pause a minute. Yeah. So I'm going to start looking down. Can you see? Yeah. Arms in a V shape. Shoulders are relaxed, lovely and long with the body. Okay. So all you're going to do, you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you lift the chest, bring the elbows back to make a W shape with your arms, and then as you lower down, go back to your V. Breathe in, breathe out as you lift. Breathe in again. Breathe out as you lower, okay? So we're lifting and we're lowering. And it's a harder exercise because, of course, your arms are off the floor. So into a V shape with those arms. Is that the best you can do? Wider. That's it. Okay? Wider, breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the chest. Bring the elbows back into a W shape. That's good. And as you lower down, out to a V. V, W. Nice. And again, you're working your lower back. That's it. Brilliant. He's not done this before. Lift up. Excellent. He's keeping his head and neck in line with the spine, so that's all good. That's it. So you can maybe do 4 more. Up to 4 more. You see how you're feeling. And then, when you're ready, sit back on your heels, put your hands by your shoulders, push yourself back, and we can sit in our child's pose. So we have our toes together, our knees apart. So we're going to be flexing our back, which is the opposite shape to extension. Stretch the arms forward. Now, if you need to put a ball in between your heels and your bottom, that can make the angle of the knees bigger. Other people might just hug their knees around the front if they don't like to sit down. So you're stretching forwards, feeling the stretch through your shoulders. Now, if you're able to, keep your elbows off the mat. Breathe in. As you breathe out, melt lower but keep the elbows off if you can. Doesn't matter if you need to lower them down. Breathe in, breathe out and melt lower. Excellent. Now we're going to stay looking down to the mat and we're going to do our giant windscreen wiper stretch. So that's when we're going to walk our hands over to the right like a giant windscreen wiper, looking down all the time, and we finish with the left hand on the back of the right hand. And that gives us a lovely side stretch. Slowly walk your hands back to the middle, looking down all the time, and then over to the left. And finish by putting your right hand on the back of the left. And that gives you a lovely side stretch down here. Brilliant. And then walk back to the middle and slowly come back up to sitting. Okay, now this would be a perfect time to do a plank. So that's what we're going to do now. Now I'll remind you about doing your level 1 bent arm plank, okay? And we'll do a perfect one of those down here. And you can decide at what level you want to work tonight. So, I'm going to just talk and you can just watch. So I'm going to look up to the ceiling. Elbows are under shoulders, okay? And we could have the thumbs up. That's it. And I want the chest lifted. Imagine there's a little candle on your mat. So instead of your chest sinking down, we'd like the chest lifted, okay? So really connect with those core muscles. We've got our hips on the mat and our knees on the mat, okay? So all we're going to do for this level 1 plank is we're just going to gently lift the hips off the mat. The weight is going through our knees. You doing it? Okay. Didn't look like you'd done anything. And then lower the hips down. That's quite a lot of work in itself. So you might feel that you want to just stay here. Let's do that again. Chest is lifted. Really connect with those muscles in your tongue. Now you're going to just gently draw the hips off the mat. Weight is going through the knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Hands by the shoulders, push yourself back. Okay, so that's your bent arm plank. Some of you will prefer to do a straight arm plank. So if you want to do level 1, I'd do that one. Otherwise, we're going to come onto all fours. We're looking down to the mat, okay? Right, what are we going to pack tonight? Picnic? No, Des doesn't want a picnic.
Count, if you like.
Count, no. Okay, back's nice and long, looking down to the mat. Okay, really connect with these core muscles. Stretch one leg back, having curled the toes under. Then we take the second one. Now our back needs to be nice and long and strong, and we're looking down to the mat. We like to breathe nice and steadily, and we'll count down from 20, Mr. Healy. Go for it.
20.
Yeah.
You say it.
19.
18.
17.
16.
15.
14.
13.
12.
11.
10.
9. Oh,
8.
hurry up. 7.
6.
5.
4.
3.
2.
1. Lower down. Never mess with a number when you're trying to do a straight arm plank and he counts that slowly. Right, circle. In Exeter on a Wednesday, we get up to a minute, don't we?
Yep.
But that's when we're packing our suitcase ready to go on holiday. We think of all sorts of things. Okay. I was trying to think, I know, let's do it one more time. And this time, we'll just do it for a little bit longer. And we'll think of things to put in a fruit bowl, okay? So I've got my clock here. And, oh, you got yours, that's fine. And I want you to shout out everything you want to put in a fresh fruit cocktail, okay? Massive big bowl. Shout out everything that's going into it. All right. So, we're going to get into position. Wrists under shoulders, gently spread the fingers. Back nice and long, connect with those core muscles. Step one back, and then the second one. So we're looking down to the mat. We're thinking long, strong thoughts. Now I'm going to start off with strawberries. Andy.
Gooseberries.
Bananas.
Pears.
Black currants.
Plums.
Kiwi fruit.
Apples.
Oranges.
um,
Grapes.
Limes.
Green grapes.
We had lemons.
Lemons. We're up to 40 seconds, guys. We can do this. Come on.
Passion fruit.
Raspberries.
Mango.
Star fruit. Come on.
Coconuts.
Coconuts. 10 seconds left.
Pineapple.
Pears.
No, I had pears.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, that was 60 seconds. Phew, I've steamed up. Did you manage 60 seconds? How was your fruit bowl looking? Bet it was good. Whew. Well done, everybody. Now we need to do the second side now of the arm stretch. So I was that side, so now I'm going to go that side.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. Okay.
Using the camera.
So take your pillow with you. And the pillow is just to fill in the gap between your ear and your shoulder. I want your head and neck to stay in line with the spine. Okay. So now remember the position with the legs. Knees in front of hips, ankles under knees. And this is to keep us really stable and still. Okay, both arms out front. And imagine a stick going straight down these hips. They're not moving an inch. Okay. Really connect with those core muscles. Gently lift this top arm. Follow the thumb with your eyes. Just go over at a level that is comfortable for you. That's it. And don't let these hips or legs move. Breathe in. You might melt lower as you breathe out. Feel that amazing shoulder stretch. Very gently close that arm over until your palms are back together again. So we've just got 3 more to do. We're going to lift over the top, follow the thumb with your gaze, keep the hips still, only go as far as you can without moving your legs. Pause, you could breathe in, breathe out, melt lower. You can override the stretch reflex by pausing, breathing and then breathing out. Lovely stretch. Take it over, back to the start. And you're doing 4 in all, so I've got 2 left to do. Over the top. Take your head with you, follow that arm, the thumb with your gaze. And slowly return. We've all got different ranges of movement, so it's about you doing it at a level that's good for you. And this is the last one. Keep those hips still as we go over the top and let that arm hang. Feel this stretch here. And then slowly close back up again. That's fantastic. Well done. Okay, so now we are going to gently come onto our back. Have a little wriggle and a stretch. Take the pillow out. We need to find the balls. Okay, here's one I preferred earlier. Just here. One for you and one for you. Okay. So what we're going to do first. Now, if you don't have a ball, it's not a problem. You'll just do the exercises without. Okay. So we don't have any pillows under our heads, particularly for this one. And we are going to put the ball between our knees. Okay. So have a little bit of a squeeze with those knees. Okay, feet are parallel. Okay. Not sure this is going to work. Okay, arms just gently away from the body, and we'll just take the knees to one side, lifting the foot on this side. That's it. So the toe's still in contact with the mat, but the foot is moving, and you'll see on this second side that sole lifts. Shoulders glued to the floor. Brilliant. Okay, that's level 1, keeping the feet on the floor. Level 2, we're going to have the legs at tabletop. Okay. Shins parallel to the floor. Okay, really connect with those core muscles. Okay, and we're going to take them to the right, to the centre, and back, and then to the left. Shoulders glued to the floor, don't go too far. Back to the middle. Again, we're going to lower it down to the right hand side. Slowly back to the middle. And down the left hand side. Keep the shoulders down and relaxed. Excellent. Back to the middle. Well done. So that's going to be your level 2. Okay. Anything that's bent is easier than it being straight. So if you want to work harder still, because in all my classes we have mixed ability. So, yeah, Andy very good, sensibly gets out of the way. So with the level 3, we've got the ball between our knees. Okay. Really connect with the core muscles and just draw a little circle on the ceiling with your feet. This is harder than it looks, okay? You're going to circle round about 4 times, pause, and circle back the other way. Keeping the legs straight as you can. Brilliant. Is that 4 circles yet? Yeah, okay. Take the ball and lower your feet to the floor. Whoop! Okay, that's fine. Right. Okay, give yourself a little release by taking the knees just side to side, and you might like to bring them into your chest, cross the ankles, and circle your knees round. Massaging your lower back on the floor, come to the middle and back the other way. That's it. Back to the centre. Uncross the feet, cross them the other way, and circle them round. In one direction and back the other way. Okay, and lower the feet to the floor. Now we're going to, Andy will demonstrate with the ball under his bottom, and I'll demonstrate, because I'm at the front, without the ball. Okay, so Andy, we're going to be doing leg extension. So if you would like to get the ball under your bottom, so you would normally come up. Oh, okay. Lift the hips, put the bum. That's it. I'll come down here so you can see. So the ball is comfortably under his bottom. And it should be here. All right. It should feel comfortable. If it gives you any backache whatsoever, if you don't like it, just don't use the ball. The head is not on a pillow. Okay. And so I'm going to do this without the ball. So what Andy's going to do, is the ball comfortable?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. Now, beginner's arms are out wide, improvers are down by the side, okay? And what you're going to do, you're going to be doing some cycling, Andy, okay? Now, when legs are up, when they're tabletop and cycling, okay, that's nice and easy. If you take the legs a little bit further away, it's much harder, okay? So you're just doing your cycling. Nice straight lines. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back the other way. So, oh, that feels a bit odd, doesn't it? It's much more comfortable doing it with a ball. Whew, I haven't done it without a ball for a long time. If you haven't got a ball, get yourself a ball. It's so much more comfortable. I've got balls. I've got some in my shed, brand new ones. Shout me if you want one. 8, 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower the feet down, stretch and rest. Woof. Very good work. Well done. Okay. So hopefully that made you feel like you did a bit of work then, did it?
Yes.
Well, yes. Yes. I heard Debbie even said yes then. That's really good. Okay, so we're going to do some leg extensions now. Nice, gentle level 1 to start with. So we're lying on our mat, hips nice and still, legs bent, feet flat on the floor, and our arms are down by our side. We're looking up to the ceiling. Okay, we've got the natural curves in our back that we want to stay there. So we are going to be taking our left leg forwards, hovering an inch off the floor, and we're going to take the right arm over the head. So here we go. So we take the right leg out, or one leg out, and the opposite arm hover, and then gently bring it back in. Now you need to keep these hips nice and still. The other leg, opposite. Left arm, right leg, and bring it back in. Ooh, get you! So of course Andy's gone to level 2 straight away. He's got his eggs at tabletop. So you can do either his level or mine. Return. And we need to keep the back nice and still and the hips nice and still, keeping the natural curves in the back. Okay, one more set each side. Out. And return. And out. And return. Good. So that's fine, pop your feet down. So that is your nice level 1. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to lift the head and shoulders up off the floor and bring the knees in. Okay, so if this feels too big an exercise, carry on with doing what I was doing with the feet on the floor, and you're going to do your extend and return, keeping the hips nice and still. Otherwise we're going to lift the head, neck and shoulders up, aren't we, Mr. H? That's it. Hands by your sides, bring the knees in towards your chest. Really connect with the core muscles. I love this one, he doesn't. We're going to extend one leg. 8 and 7 and 6. Give it a little pulse. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. 8 more. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now lower the feet down, lower the head, neck and shoulders. Very nice. Now give this neck a bit of a rest by looking to one side, to the centre and over to the other side. Boo. Excellent. Side to side. Give your neck a little bit of a rest. Right, okay.
Ball threading.
Pardon?
Ball threading.
Andy's asking to thread the ball. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
All right then.
Seems the right moment.
Yeah, all right, seems the right moment, he said. If you've got a ball, lucky you. Grab it. Okay, so this was when, so you could have the shoulders down if you wanted to. So level 1 would be to touch and touch and touch, okay. Level 2 is to lift the head, neck and shoulders up, really connect with these core muscles, bring the knee in and thread the ball as we extend. We're going to go 8, 7, 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2, 8 more. We're going 8, 7, 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Head, neck and shoulders down and feet to the floor. You can thank Andy for that one. Well done. Okay, so we'll put our equipment at the side. We're going to roll. We're going to find our band. Do you know where your band is? Oh, here's one I prepared earlier. Fantastic. Okay. So we're going to do a nice bit of stretching now. Now the sort of band you want is a fixed, is my head off the screen? It's a fixed, come down a bit. It's a fixed band, not a rubbery stretchy one, alright? Because when we're doing our stretches, it's important that the band does not stretch. So let's start with some easy ones. Let's start with a hamstring stretch. We're going to put it round the right foot, flex the right foot, so bring the toes down, stretch the arms up, one wrap around each hand, settle the shoulders. Now the leg you're not working can be bent up or straight, but you do need to be able to keep this one as straight as you can. Okay, so elbows are in at the waist. We don't want them hanging about up here. Relax the shoulders and elbows in. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just draw that straight leg in the direction of your chest. Feel the stretch on the back of the thigh. Pause, take it away. Breathe in and breathe out. So you're going to do 4 more. Keeping that leg as comfortably straight as you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Brilliant. So you're going to count to 6 and pause.
5.
What will I do without him? I'll have to go back to class and he can't count for me. 6. Nice. Debbie will count. We'll be all right. Okay, so that was a lovely hamstring stretch. Let's do friend joins the party because that's a glute stretch. So that means the left foot crosses the right ankle. It comes out the other side. It's not anything to do with the band, all right? Both legs are as comfortably straight as they can be. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw both in. Oh, nice stretch. Back of the thighs and in your bum. Take it away to breathe in. Breathe out, draw it in. 4 more. Take it away, breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Okay, so we're doing 6 in all. Is this number 4?
4.
Yeah. Linger over that stretch if you can. 2 more. Excellent. And 1 more.
6.
Brilliant. Okay, take the feet gently to the floor. Give your hands a wiggle. Haven't finished with this leg yet. You're going to put your right foot on your left knee. Okay, just gently push that knee away, okay, to start with. So you can stay at this level 1 stretch if you like, pushing that knee away, or you can put your hands or the doubled up band, double thickness, round the back of the left and draw it in for that bigger stretch. Now this is where you should be feeling the stretch in your bum. Okay, you know anything that's longer gives you a bigger stretch. So if you want to, breathe in, breathe out, draw it in a bit closer. And the band just works by extending your arms. If you can't quite reach, you can use the band instead. But try and keep the hips central and avoid leaning side to side. We're doing 6 of these. We haven't got space to do the big side to side stretch.
Get out of the way.
Another feet. We were just debating whether or not we had room to do the big side to side stretch. And Andy went, well, you could just get out of the way. Now let's put the band around our left foot. He's a cheeky monkey, isn't he? Right, left foot, straighten it up. As comfortably straight as you can manage. Stretch up, 1 wrap around each hand. Settle the shoulders, elbows in at the waist. Really draw those toes down to flex your foot. Breathe in. As you breathe out, draw it in. Linger over the stretch before taking it away to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. So you've got 3 more to do. Brilliant, well done. Just 1 more to go. Okay, good. So now we do friend joins the party. So the right foot crosses the left ankle. It's got nothing to do with the band. Okay, both feet flexed. Both legs as comfortably straight as you can manage. Breathe in, breathe out, draw them in. Excellent. Take it away to breathe in and breathe out. So you just have 4 more to do. stretching the backs of the thighs and the bottom at your speed. Excellent. 5, 6. Brilliant. Okay, so that's good. Now gently take the band off and lower the foot one at a time down to the floor. Take the band away, wiggle the fingers. We're now going to put the left foot on the right knee. Push this left knee away with the left hand. Or put your hand or the band around the right knee and draw it in for that bigger stretch. You can have this leg bent or you can straighten it. You choose. Breathe in, breathe out, hug tighter. So you just got 5 more to do at your own time. That's it. Excellent. Lower the feet to the floor and have a little gentle wriggle and a stretch. Is it your shoulders?
Neck.
Neck.
Yeah, my block.
Okay. Right, so we're going to bend up. Don't get too comfy. We haven't finished yet, mate.
Mm.
You're going to gently roll onto your side. Push yourself up to sitting and just take a few moments to get accustomed to sitting up. We're going to do sitting up now. I think that was 4 points for a refusal, wasn't it? Okay, so we're going to go onto all fours because we're going to do, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a cat and a cow stretch. Then we're going to go down prone to do our quad stretch. Then we're going to do some relaxing. Okay, so for our cat and cow stretch, we've got knee under hip, wrists under shoulder. A lovely long back is what we're after. And we're looking down to the mat. Okay. So we're just going to gently arch the back up, lowering the head down, stretching through the back and shoulders. That's it. Keep the hips still, but lower the back down, look up, push the bottom out. That little cow stretch, that's it. Never seen a cow look like this. Again, arch the back up, lowering the head down. And lower the back down, look up, push the bottom out. Excellent. Return to that long neutral back. So we're going to take ourselves down to our mat and do our quad stretch. So rest the forehead on the back of the hand and bring your left foot towards your bottom. Now you can use your band to hoopla your foot if you can't reach. Or if you can reach, just draw it in. I want the shoulders relaxed. Push the hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. That's it. Feel the stretch down the front of that bent leg. Then we gently let go. Swap the arm, bring the other heel towards the bottom, draw the heel in. If you can't reach your foot, that's fine, just grab your trousers and draw it in. You could do this stretch on your side or standing. Push the hips into the mat for a bigger stretch. Excellent. He's panting away. I quite like this stretch. Have you had enough?
No, I like this stretch.
Lower that foot down. Put your hands by your shoulders. Push yourself back. That's it. And just sit back and stretch forwards. Excellent. So we are now going to get ourselves. We're going to turn ourselves around our mat. Which way do you want your head?
You tell me.
Okay, that's fine. You can have your head there. That's fine.
Okay.
We're going to do a little relaxation now. So this is the time to make yourself really comfortable. Andy's got his pillow. It's a lovely warm room, otherwise he'd got himself a blanket. That's it. And we are going to make ourselves comfortable.
can smell the baked potatoes.
I can smell baked potatoes, yes. Okay, so make yourselves really lovely and comfortable. So if you are happy to, you're going to lie on your mat. Your legs could be bent up or flat depending on what was most comfortable for you. So if you're
Microphone for you.
okay, so you're going to let your shoulders relax, arms long down by your sides. You might have palms up. If your legs are flat to the floor, let the feet fall to the bottom corners of the mat. If you're happy to, close your eyes and focus on your breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Try and make your in breath just a little bit shorter than your out breath. Make that out breath longer. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Take your awareness down to your feet and soften the soles, uncurling the toes. Soften your ankles. Soften your calves. Release your knees. Release your thighs. Allow your hips to open. Allow the small of your back to open and release down into the mat. Feel and enjoy the length of your spine, but then let it go. Take your awareness down to your hands. Stretch your fingers away from your palms, then feel the center of your palms opening. Then allow your fingers to curl and your palms to soften. Allow your elbows to open. Allow the front of your shoulders to soften. With each breath out, allow your shoulder blades to widen. Allow your breastbone to soften. Allow your neck to release. Check your jaw. It should be loose and free. Allow your tongue to widen at its base and rest comfortably at the bottom of your mouth. Your lips are softly closed. Your eyes are softly closed. Enjoy the soft darkness. Your forehead is wide and smooth and free of lines. Your face feels soft. Your body feels soft and warm. Allow your body to sink into the mat that's supporting you. Observe your breathing, but don't interrupt it. Just enjoy its natural rhythm. to come out of your relaxation, bring your awareness back to your breathing and observe its ebb and flow. Wiggle your fingers and then your toes. And then relax your hands and your feet. You're going to gently bend up one leg, put the foot flat on the floor, followed by the second one. So for our inner thigh stretch, we're just going to lower the right knee down the right side, the left knee down the left side, drawing those heels as comfortably close to the bottom as you can manage. Your feet may or may not meet in the middle. For a bigger stretch, you can put your hands on your inner thighs, and the weight of the hands makes the stretch bigger. Take the hands away and gently place the knees back side by side. Okay, so you're going to roll onto one side, put your hands down, push yourself up to sitting and just get accustomed to sitting. Andy, we're going head to that end.
Okay.
That's it. Now, we are going to come up to standing, but we're going to do a little pike and a roll up. If this isn't something you've done before, you might like to just watch, or you might just come up to sitting and come up to standing in your own way, okay? So we're going to go onto all fours. I'm just going to move my mat a little bit. That's it, so we're on all fours, okay? So we're just, we've got our wrists under our shoulders. We've got lovely awareness of those core muscles. Now turn your toes under, okay? Take a breath in. As you breathe out, push your bottom up and your heels down. Excellent. Okay, so you're making a nice V shape. That's it. And we're going to lift and lower our heels. Lift and lower the heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower both heels. And we're going to lift both heels. We're going to lower both heels and lift. Brilliant. Lower them down. Now walk your hands towards your feet. Bend your knees if you need to. Head is tucked in. Head is tucked in. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to gently roll back up. Head's tucked in. Up. Oh, you've lost both of us. Was I'm going to have to kneel. Brilliant. So you are standing. I'm going to kneel because of where our camera is. We're going to relax the shoulders. Take a breath in as you take the arms up. Big stretch out. And breathe out. Again, breath in. Big stretch up. And breathe out. Just one more time. Breath in. Big stretch up. And breathe out. Yay! Good work, everybody. Now, I really look forward to getting your feedback. I can pretty much guarantee I will not be having the camera up in the sky again because it's giving me an echo looking up. But I hope you enjoyed that session and I would love to get your feedback. Did you work hard enough? How was your fruit bowl in that lovely plank fresh fruit salad that we built? Yeah. And thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to getting your comments. And oh, what's Chris got to say? Lots of funny abbreviations. Okay. Right, so great to see you all. Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow is Thursday. Keep moving in the morning. And it is Cardio Fitness at 6:30. So enjoy it and join us when you can. And we will see you soon. Thank you, everyone. Bye.